Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to Miguel's with the last we left off. We're in a cave. Another one. With a girl named Hannah that we saved and perved on a little bit. Tee-hee-hee. No, that's... bad boy. Right. But Hannah doesn't remember how she got here. I'm assuming it's because she took a nasty fall. And, yeah, well, you know. Anyway, the cave we're in is unstable, and we're trying to bed down for the night. So, or for the time being. Hard to tell what time it is really when it's, you know, when you're underground and you have no discernible way of seeing the surface. Yeah. So you were hiking. I can't help but to try to make conversation while we eat, getting the sense that she needs someone to talk to. Talking right now could be very emotionally healthy for the both of you, actually, yes. Keeps your minds off, you know, well, it can kind of help keep your mind off the, I was going to say the inevitable, but, you know, the overbearing, the overwhelming urgency of your predicament. Yeah, just casually. It's a hobby of mine. I got 3 days off in the vet clinic, so I thought it'd be a fun little outing. She shakes her head ruefully. After that, it all fell apart. Wait, you don't happen to know the way back to town, do you? Depends on where we are, honestly. I knew the trail I was on pretty well, but this... I've never even seen this place before. I didn't know it was here. I wonder if she fell in the shaft. Maybe she just didn't see it. There's no way the worst of it would have been a broken ankle, though. What about your pack? Your supplies? They were missing when I woke up. That's why I think something else had to have happened. Unless I was sleepwalking or something, I didn't just fall in. A small shudder racks across her shoulders, causing her to pull her leg closer to herself. Oh. What? I go digging through my pack, quickly pulling out random containers and tossing them aside. Come on, tell me it's in mine. What is it? Hold on, just wait. Here. It's a tiny med kit, but at least it'll have some painkillers in it. Oh. Gosh, you really are a lifesaver. She takes them with the water. We finish up our snacks, the quiet settling around us. Go on, get some sleep. It's your sleeping bag. I want to put you out. It's fine. Fine, it's freezing down here. She's not wrong. It's damp and cold in here, but still. It's a gentlemanly thing to do, isn't it? Not like I'm the one in desperate need of recovery. How about we share? Brain shorts out momentarily. Share. Kyle.exe has shut down. Has encountered a problem and needs to reboot. Share. For warmth. She laughs softly. Yes, for warmth. I start putting things back in my pack. I want to be able to move quickly in case we get some warning of another cave-in. My thoughts drift to Rain, Andre, and Etta. What if they heard the rocks fall in? What if they thought I was a goner and left? Even more worst-case scenarios start circling around my head like vultures looking to pick off the last of my hope. When I look back around, I'm hit with the sight of pale skin and thin straps. Oh no. What? Yeah. Sorry, is this alright? My clothes are covered in dust and dirt, so... And they weren't doing much good to cover her up either. I try to fix the least perverse grin to my face that I can manage, stretching it across my mouth like a bad Botox job. Hey, I'm not complaining. Creepy. That's... Hard to lay the enthusiasm on a little bit there, Kyle. But Hannah just smiles and blushes. If you're sure, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You're the one who... Are you the one who's... Yeah. What I'm wondering is how uncomfortable you are, honestly, right now. That's the question. Judging from the feeling already stirring between my legs, that's an inevitability at this point. We get into the sleeping bag. Nice angle, thank you. She climbs in carefully, moving slowly and minding her busted ankle. There's barely any room, so the two of us pressed awkwardly to body. My skin burns with embarrassment, hot and a little rough against hers. If there was any doubt about warming up, I think my crimson face might be enough to keep us both toasty. She glances up at me, her own face equally red. And say it's just mildly blushy, the color spilling into her cheeks and blotching across her nose. We both look like tomatoes, don't we? She laughs and hides her face. It's for survival. There's literally nowhere for either of us to go, trapped inside the tight space of the sleeping bag, which she lays on my chest. After a few moments in quiet, we both get used to the awkward arrangement. This is one way to get to know a person. I can't decide if this would be more or less awkward than speed dating. Speed dating? Is that seriously still a thing? My sister does it. Doesn't she know there's an app for that? She chuckles. Hey, at least in speed dating you can see what you're getting up in front. On apps, like ordering clothes off a knockoff website. You think you're getting a great deal that looks nice, and when it shows up, you want to demand a refund. Oh, harsh. Hannah shakes her head. Maybe it was. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to be. People can find love in all kinds of places. Online, at work, school, trapped in a cave. She snorts. Easy there, Romeo. I'm kidding. She nods, seeming to sense the mood I was going for. Thank God. If she'd taken it the wrong way, this would have been even more awkward. Well, it seemed to click pretty fast with two people randomly forced in this situation. I know this is an awkward time to bring it up, but I'm really grateful you're down here. If we get out of this, when we get out of this. Right. When we get out of this, I'll owe you my life. I just want you to know this isn't a thankless job you're taking on. Of course it's not. I don't have much money, but I'll find some way to repay you. Don't worry about that. I want to. I want to worry about it. I mean, this is the first chance I've had to worry about what I'm doing once I get out of here. Before, that wasn't even an option. Just wait. Tomorrow we'll be back in the sunlight. Fresh air, much better view. She gives a breathy sigh. Sounds like a dream. Well, back to the sweet-ish fucking glitchy music. After a while, I hear her breathing finally start to slow down and she drifts off. She must be exhausted. Sleep doesn't come easily for me. I'm too busy staring up at the overhanging ceiling. The lantern is extinguished. Just the overhead blackness seems to loom in, threatening and oppressive. I try not to think about it, but it's the only thing that preoccupies my mind. What if it comes down at any second? Would it be instant, just here 1 minute and gone the next? Would the rocks crush the air out of my lungs and suffocate me slowly? Or would they only crush half of me, maybe from the waist down, and leave me to thirst to death in agony? Pleasant. Ugh. I'm lying side by side with a cute girl in her underwear, and this is what I have to worry about. The silence and darkness are enough to drive me crazy. Wonder how long Hannah was down here alone, waiting for the same fate. Stop. I shudder, burying myself a little deeper into the warmth between us. My swarming circular thoughts eventually fade to a restless sleep. I jolt awake, lurching up into the dark. Eep! Sorry, did I wake you? I take a gasping breath, sighing as I realize it was just Hannah fumbling around. It's alright. My heart throbs in indignant protest. What are you doing? I was trying to get the lantern on, but I can't see well enough to actually do it. Sorry, it was silly. Here. I turn it on. Thanks. I was gonna get dressed. Yeah, you do that. I look away again as Hannah turns her back to me and leans against the wall to hold herself up. How are you feeling? Better. Good enough to walk around and hope that they get out of this place. Trust me, that's first on our agenda. Did you hear anything? Probably not the best idea to try recording this. Just, I don't know, an hour after hacking my goddamn lungs out, but I need to hurry up and get some stuff recorded. Did you hear anything in the night? Not much, no. She breathes a quiet sigh of relief, and just the rumbling of the earth around us as it threatens to come down upon us and ending our existence. Snuffed out like a candle in a windstorm. All done. Well, as done as you can be. Bullshit. I gather up my pack, shoving the sleeping bag into it. I turn further toward the inner sanctum of the cave, glancing between our options. Let's go this way. Why? Glancing down the long passage, it doesn't look any different from the others. I don't know, just a feeling I've got. She links an arm around my neck, letting me help carry her and take some weight off her injured ankle. Wait. We stand still, listening to the quiet shift of sand and small rocks. I think it's coming from over there. Then yeah, we're definitely going this way. We're here down the corridor, away from the sound of anything that might suggest another collapsing tunnel. But everything remains quiet, thankfully, even if the echo of my own footsteps freaks me out occasionally. I try to move slowly for Hannah's sake. You said you're a vet, right? No, I'm not a vet myself. I'm just a vet assistant. It's kind of like a nurse, where the vet would be the doctor. I started working there about right out of high school. I haven't even been there a year yet, but I guess it's getting close. So you just graduated? Last May. I thought you looked about my age. And you're living it up out here. Yeah, don't ask. It's a dumb story. She chuckles. I like dumb stories, but I'll try to hold back. Wait, hold the light up a bit. I do as she asked, the two of us standing carefully still. Do you see that? No. Looking under the dark, I can't see much of anything. I lift the light and hold it further out. No, not out there, right here. She moves the lantern back to our faces, pointing to the dust drifting to the cave. Stay very still. I don't know what she wants me to see. That's when it hits me. Both the realization and the fact that I'm an idiot all in one. It's still moving. Consistently. That means it's a draft. There might be a way out close by. Or it could mean the ceiling's about to collapse again, but let's focus on the cheerier option, shall we? I decided to voice that particular thought, not when the excitement in her voice is almost infectious. Come on. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but the air does feel different, lighter. The tension builds as if at any moment we could stumble around a corner into a patch of sunlight. But then the path splits again, leading to nothing more than murky shadows. Why did these tunnels always have to be so confusing? I feel like I'm in a maze. I don't guess you have any intuition about going right or left? No, not this time. I try to choose a way using the gentle draft. That doesn't seem to be much difference. We'll just have to pick one and hope. I know we're not making good time because I'm slowing you. Gonna slow you down. I can wait here and you can scout ahead. It'll be fast and you can just jog back if you hit a dead end or into the tunnel. You'll be right here. I'm gonna stay. I'm not going to say I like it, but I trust you to come back for me. Of course I will. Just hang tight, okay? She nods. Good luck. I jog down the dark passages, only gradually realizing that it means I just left Hannah waiting in nothing but darkness. But not take too long. Being afraid of the dark seems silly under most circumstances, but in a place like this, it gets to you. It's hardly different from having hands on your throat. The further in I go, the more doubts start to well up in me. The floor seems to tilt downward, not up. I'm just running further into this labyrinth. I don't think I'm getting any closer to getting out. Maybe the way. But nagging sense tells me I'll have to find out where this goes. I wish Hannah actually was with me. I didn't have to be here alone for very long, but now that I am, every shadow seems darker. Except, is that? A beam of light catches my attention up ahead, suddenly banishing the creepy thoughts entirely. Is that really... I run toward it just to be sure I'm not imagining it. Trees and birds and sunlight. I emerge from the mouth of the cave, drinking in the sight with a nearly delirious laugh. We've made it. I practically fall to my knees, basking in the relief. The grass feels soft and warm beneath my fingertips, and a tangle of brambles, a few purple flowers bloom. I've never been so happy to actually be outside. That's the sort of thing Andrea would say. It's ridiculous how much I actually miss them, even if we were barely apart for a day. I wonder where they are. But I don't have time to check. I can't leave Hannah down there. Yeah. With a grin, I pull one of the flowers free, then head back inside at a sprint. Hannah! The trip doesn't seem long at all heading back. Kyle! She scrambles to her feet as she hears me coming, leaning against the wall. What happened? Did you find it? With a triumphant smile, I hold the flower out for her. It's not an olive branch, but it's the best I could do. Oh my god, really? There's really a way out? Well, this certainly wasn't growing down here. She practically pounces on me, throwing her arms around my neck. Yes, yes, yes! She bounces happily on her good foot. Hannah, can't breathe. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Her happiness glimmers in her eyes, and I can't falter for it. Come on, let's go. I really, really want to get out of this place. I swear I'm going to have to sleep with the nightlight on for the rest of my life. Together we start for the exit. We find them, I'll introduce you to everyone. If we don't, well, that's another hurdle we're going to have to climb. I decide not to say that. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, let's just be glad we're getting out. Besides, one of them is pretty loud. I'm sure I hear her talking from a mile away. I'm so used to the others shadowing me, I still half expect Rain to throw some retort at me. That just means you never short out in a conversation, right? That's one way to look at it. You're an optimist, aren't you? As of 2 minutes ago, you bet your ass I am. We laugh as they head in the cave, a straight shot toward freedom. Suddenly, Hannah goes stiff against my side, pulling me back. What? Look out! She pushes me away. The cave vanishes suddenly in a roar that fills up my ears. Dust and debris fill my lungs, a collapsing wall of stone barely missing me. Run toward the exit! Go! I move blindly, tripping and stumbling, scratching up my knees on the jagged rocks. Finally, I grope my way through the dark, stumbling out into the light. Desperate breaths and coughs draw clean air into my lungs, my shoulder throbbing from a stone that must have fallen on it. Only now do the little aches and pains become noticeable, a trickle of blood running behind my ear. Where's Hannah? She was right behind me. I stared at the dark mouth of the cave, waiting. A stream of dust arises in the opening, but nothing else. Hannah? Finally, against every instinct in my body, I crawl back inside. Hannah! Hannah, where are you? I can barely see anything. The place where she last stood is nothing but rubble. I start to yank at them, throwing my weight against them to shove them aside. Hannah! My voice echoes back toward me, and I wonder if it's like an avalanche. The slightest sound might set it off again. But nothing moves. Not even the crumbling tunnels collapsing under their own weight. Ugh! I shove aside a piece of the rubble with all my strength, but the more rocks fill its place. The skin of my palm scrapes and tears against the coarse stone. Hannah! Hannah! The strength of my shoulders gives way, leaving me to slump onto the rubble. I know, deep down, that even if she's under there, even if I can find her, there's nothing I can do now. Guilt claws on my stomach. She was right there. We were almost out. How did... I shut down the thought, pulling myself from the rubble. I lost her. I head out again, collapsing into the sunlight and fresh air, but it doesn't come with relief this time. Despite the pain, I feel numb from head to toe, my emotions prodding at the hollow emptiness rising in me. Guilt and regret sting behind my eyelids. She's gone. All that and I couldn't even save her. I rub my hands over my face, coming with dirt and dust on my palms. Everything I could have done differently flashes in my mind. We shouldn't have stopped. I should have just brought her with me the first time instead of having her wait. I don't get to go back and redo any of it. It doesn't work like that, no matter how many times I run through it in my head over and over. I cast a look back at the cave, but I know that's it. With heavy feet, I set up in the woods, trying to get a sense of where I am and calling mindlessly for the girls. I must walk for about 20 minutes before I hear a voice calling back to me. My heart jumps into my throat. Hannah? It's Rain who breaks through the tree line, practically tackling me to the ground. Kyle! You alright? Ed and Andre are on her heels, Eda looking pale and tired as if she hasn't breathed since I left. Get off him, he's hurt. Eda hauls Rain off like a cat, grabbing her by the backpack and tossing her aside. What happened? And we're gonna leave that for the next episode, because this was a downer. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.